All right, everybody, we are back for more Pathfinder. And our first bit of
Yay!
combat, I
Woot!
think in about a month and a half.
Something like that.
And it only involves one of you.
Yay!
It's me. You are the one of us selected
To die.
I will not die this day.
I'm glad of your confidence. All right.
Okay.
So, just as a quick recap for last week, we had a new ally join the party. A Pharasmian Paladin played by Haley.
Hello.
You guys did more kingdom building stuff. And then Imogen, while she was off doing her duties, ran to a woman who asked for help, looking for her child in the forest. And Akiros was there and you guys took off, but you started bitching at him, so he was like, you know what, we'll split up, we'll cover more ground that way. And you're like, fine. And then you turned around and you started exploring, and all of a sudden there's a knife in your back, and it dealt a giant amount of damage. Did I miss anything?
Don't think so.
Let's get this over with.
Okay, all right. So I guess initiative would be a thing that we should all roll.
Yep.
That's pretty much exactly average
Shoot.
for her.
How do I do the things? Shoot.
Real quick, so you guys are not surprised, I have made it so that each one of your characters has a different color for their roles now,
Oh, awesome.
so that they're a little bit easier to tell apart of who did what.
Okay.
I think
Wasn't there like a thing, like a?
a button that you could just press that does it. Yeah,
Oh, it's in my character sheet. Duh. Okay.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Hang on.
Yeah, it's under core.
Core. Okay. Da, 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 da. Did it roll?
It did. I need you to do
Yay.
it for Borvo too. Oh no, Borvo acts on your turn, doesn't he?
Yes. That's how we've been doing it.
That's how you're supposed to do it. I just forgot. All right, so
Cool.
descending. All right, so you have immediately a chance to respond.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to immediately disengage and 5-foot shift over here. Is that a standard actually?
Okay, so to disengage is different from a 5-foot step. Those are two different actions.
I think when she said disengage, she just meant get out of melee range by 5-foot stepping.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
She didn't mean take a disengage action.
Ah, okay. Yes. Also, just as a reminder, so anywhere that's not here or here is difficult terrain. But
Yeah, I figured there were rocks there, so
but
I figured that was
there's
part of the
enough
crossing.
rocks so that it is a crossing, so you can use it. But anywhere else is considered difficult terrain.
All right, so I'm gonna shift over there. I don't know if that invokes.
Not if that no, because you just took a 5-foot step. So
All right, and then Imogen is going to cast Acid Maw on Borvo. Where did my character sheet go? I had them both up. What the heck? I was so prepared! I was so prepared, and now it's all for naught. I just want to bring up my Pathfinder thing over here. Imogen. Bells. That's all I needed this page for. Oh my gosh. Okay, Acid Maw. Your animal companion's bite attack deals an additional 1d4 points of acid damage. The acid deals another 1d4 points of acid damage to the target on the next round. The acid continues to deal damage for one additional round per 4 caster levels.
which you don't have. So you are only a level 2 druid? 3? What'd you take your next level in?
I think this level I took in Druid.
Oh, okay, so it's still not 4 levels though.
Yeah, but I was just reading it. I'm sorry. All right. And then Borvo is going to step forward and he's going to bite.
All
And
right.
that gets an additional
So now that you have spun
1d4.
around and are able to see the woman, you notice that she actually has is now wearing a cloak made of darkness and stars that she wasn't before.
Oh, it's one of those things. I think I recognize that. Out of game. I'm totally metagaming right now. Okay. So yeah, Borvo's gonna bite attack.
All right.
Do the bite.
That does not hit her.
All right. And that's my turn then.
All right. Cool. So the first thing she's going to do is Oh, that also reminds me. At the end of your turn, give me a fortitude save.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Take 1 point of constitution damage. Which also deals you 1 wound point of damage.
Okay. How do I put that on myself? Abilities.
So in character sheet, there's a temporary way to lower, there's a thing where it's like temporary, where that lowers your score, and then just on your token minus your red bar by 1.
I'm trying to find it, I'm sorry. Inherent bonus enchantment, misc, buffs, damage. Here we go. Come on. There. Okay.
All right.
It didn't do anything. I put 1 into damage and it's
Yeah,
still
that
11.
won't change your
Okay.
you have to change your red by yourself.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. All right. She has choices. What does she want to do? All right. Yeah. All right. She is going to shift up here. And then for her move action, she is going to try a feint at you. So do you have sense motive as a trained skill?
I think maybe. Hold on, let me check. It's a class skill, I believe. No. I don't. What does trained skill mean?
Do you have any ranks in it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So the defense for this is either 10 plus your base attack bonus plus your wisdom, or 10 plus your sense motive bonus, whichever is higher.
Repeat that first one again.
Okay. So 10 plus your base attack bonus.
Okay. Where's core? Maybe. I'm just gonna look at my other one.
That's fine.
Okay, so 4.
All right, so then plus your wisdom modifier.
And 2. So that'd be 16.
All right, and then what is your sense motive bonus?
8, I believe.
All right, so all right, so
Yeah.
then all right, so then she has to get an 18 or higher with this roll. If she gets an 18 or higher with this roll, you lose your dexterity bonus to AC.
Okay. So it's are you sure it's 10 plus the other 2 things?
I am literally have the rules up right now. I can
Okay.
copy and paste it. It says the if your opponent has sense
Okay.
motive, the DC is 10 plus your opponent's sense motive bonus. Nope, that's not how you do
So-
that. Slash roll.
So wait, is she rolling or am I rolling?
She's rolling.
Okay.
Yeah, she's rolling to trick you.
Okay, that's what was confusing me. I'm sorry.
Yes, she is
Okay.
rolling. All right, so she has managed to feint you.
Okay.
All right, so now she is going to try and stab you with your knife. What is your dexterity bonus?
Well, it would be my
Should she
normal
just look at her
dex
flat-footed?
is 21, so be my dex modifier is 4, so be my flat-footed, which is 17.
Wait, your normal dex is 21?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 5. So when you make a deflect check.
Oh, I think I got something else then. Yeah, I think I forgot to add my different thing. So yeah, my flat-footed would be 18 then. Ow, why did it refresh?
Okay. All right.
Whatever. It's just 21 minus 4.
21 minus 4. All right, so make a deflect check, but it's at a -4 penalty.
Mm-hmm. $11.
Ugh.
She does in fact hit you.
Okay.
I'm typing in the damage. Take 7 more points of damage.
Okay.
That's a very low roll.
Yeah, that was.
Ugh.
Cool. It's your turn.
Okay, so to disengage is what?
And I will have to look that up. Give me a second.
Withdraw, I think it's called.
Oh, someone's calling this. It is. It's called withdraw on this. It is a full round action. Withdraw from melee combat is a full round action. When you withdraw, you can move up to double your speed. The square you start out in is not considered threatened by an opponent you can see, and therefore visible enemies do not grant attacks of opportunity against you when you move from that square.
Okay, I think she's just going to move away.
Okay.
So I'm assuming she gets an attack of opportunity.
Yes, she does.
So I'm gonna move over here.
All right, 1 second. I have to now look up. How long does faint last for?
Last for next attack.
Okay. All right. So then make another deflect check. That is actually. Is that good enough? That is actually good enough.
Okay. And then Borvo's gonna 5-foot step in full round.
Okay.
Just to clarify, you didn't make it so that my 2 claw attacks roll automatically. I still have to click that twice, right?
That is correct.
It's the next melee attack you make against the targets, and this attack must be made on or before your next turn. Otherwise, you lose it. So
Oh, wait.
Robin would, yeah. So Robin has her full AC for that last.
No, it
deflect.
does do both. I didn't have to click it twice.
Oh. Okay. All right.
These rolls aren't showing up for me.
So ignore the second one.
Why?
Meaning she rolled it.
Oh! I see what you're saying now. I was like, why
Yeah,
would
I was asking if I needed to click the roll button twice for the 2 claw attack.
Oh, okay. All right. So the 23 definitely hits. The 10 does not. So she takes 8 points of damage.
Oh, actually, Imogen has. Wait, Imogen still needs to. No, she took. Okay, so Imogen just moved, so she actually has another action. So Imogen is going to attack with her bow.
Okay.
She drew while getting away.
Oh, hang on. I have a thing that I can do, can I? Don't I? Hold on 1 second. There's a thing I can do. With my helmet, I think.
There is, in fact.
Yes.
Equipment. Stag helm. Here we go. When worn. Called upon to enhance any ranged attack made by the wearer to make an insightful shot. Activating this ability is a free action, and once activated, your next ranged attack against a target within 30 feet is made as if that target were flat-footed against you. Okay, I'm gonna activate that.
Okay.
So she is flat-footed against this attack.
Okay.
Boop. And she will attack with her composite longbow.
All right. I need to make this one real quick. All right. Your arrow does, in fact, hit her.
Yay!
And she takes 9 points of damage.
Would anyone be upset if I have the Yiga Assassin battle theme playing for this?
No, I have the Moldugo one playing.
Okay. Imogen,
Yes.
give me another fortitude roll.
Boop, 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 boop.
Give me a fort save.
I'm working on it. There we go. Woot.
All right. Cool. You are not affected by the poison this round.
Yay!
All right. What is...
What?
Nothing. I'm looking it up myself.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's only his bite attack that deals the acid damage, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right. She is also just going to take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3.
Also, that's 1 minute per level.
Right. That's fine. She's going to take an attack of opportunity from Borvo.
The frick? Okay. Alright. He's gonna bite her. I have to scroll down to everything. There we go.
He does not bite her. All right. So she needs get an 18 on this. Oh wait, no. That's a yeah. Can she actually can she do that? All right, no, she cannot do that. Never mind. So she just attack. So she just attacks. She.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in order to get to where she is, she would probably take an attack. I don't even know.
You don't have a melee.
I don't
weapon
have a
out.
melee weapon, yeah.
She would have, but you are like, I have a bow, and she's like, I can run past you, no problem. All right. All right. All right. So actually, what she's going to do then, she's going to move up to you, and her hand glows with red and black energy, and she tries to touch you.
Bad touch.
So give me a deflect check, but whatever the difference, she's only against your touch, so whatever the difference is, that's as a penalty.
Ew.
What's touch, Kay?
Touch is subtracting everything but your dex. So your armor and your
Or dodge if you have
natural
only
armor.
dodge bonus.
So 14.
Yeah, it's basically 10 plus your dex bonus and whatever dodge bonuses you have.
Alright. Sorry, I have to scroll up to my other thing now.
That's fine. I'm okay with this
So
fight being
-7.
a while. This is a chess match.
So -7?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay. So she
Don't
technically.
act like... Okay.
All right. So roll that for me again. See if she crits with her
Stop.
spell.
Ah.
No, okay.
All right. So now give me a will save. She does, in fact, manage to get your hand on you, and the black-red energy begins to flow into you.
It's my highest save.
You save against it, so you only take... No. That would be the right number. Take 11 points of damage. No, that's half. Take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
All right, it is your turn.
Fine. I'm going to walk over here, take an attack of opportunity.
Okay. You dodge.
Okay. I'm gonna jump on Borvo's back. And-
I believe you need a ride check for that.
All right.
What is the DC for that? Spur mount, control mouse. You do not jump on Borvo's back. It is a DC 20 to fast mount.
Can I not fast mount then? Can I just get on and use my standard if I have to?
Let me see.
Take a double move and mount?
I am looking it up. Give me a second. Yes. Okay. You can.
Okay.
Um,
And what's Borvo's move speed? I think it's.
There.
I mean, it's more than mine, but
is a move action.
it's not as much as a horse, which is something else. Hold on. I don't know where to find move speed on this Pathfinder character sheet.
Yeah. Um.
Okay, 40 feet.
Yeah, it's gonna. Okay, you found it. Never mind.
Okay, Borvo's 40 feet. Yeah, so he's gonna double move. Trying to measure it. Okay, so that's. So 40 feet is 8 squares. Yes?
1 second.
Because each square is 5 feet.
Yes. However,
There's some areas of hindering terrain, I would assume.
Uh-huh.
I don't. I'm looking it up because I don't know if he can move in the same turn that you mount him.
Ah. Let's see.
Okay. So,
Well, the way it's been treated before is that she and the Mount is that Imogen and the Mount and Borvo are two separate entities.
That's what we've been doing, but
But
that's what I'm looking up. Give me a handle animal check. Or ride, whichever one is higher.
okay. Do a ride.
Okay. Okay. You are able to get... You can get him to spend a move action.
Just one.
Yes.
All right. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
yeah, all
And that's
right.
it.
Okay.
Oh, the yellow boxes are they're
who-
Joel checking the characters.
Yeah. Do I have any good options here? Oh, while I'm doing that, give me another fort save.
Okay. I thought I wasn't affected by the poison anymore.
I said this turn. All right. You are not affected by the poison.
Mm-hmm.
That's a strong poison.
Okay. Given the options. What are the range on those?
Is she throwing the knife?
She's not throwing that knife. She's throwing a knife. She's gonna pull out.
Okay.
She's gonna pull out a.
Yeah, most knives, most daggers have like a 10-foot range.
Yeah. She's going to pull out another knife and throw it at you. I think that was 30 feet. Yeah, that was 30 feet. All right, so that's.
Is that?
That is enough. Yeah, that's,
Okay.
that's not even close.
Is it a 10-foot range?
It is a 10-foot range.
You are in the third range increment at least.
Yep, so that's enough. So the other dagger flies by you wildly. All right, your turn.
All right. So, just to clarify something, I'm assuming the branches of these trees, like the trunk of the tree, doesn't extend to the edge of the branches of the tree.
That is correct. Wherever
Okay.
the center-ish would be is where.
Yeah, where center-ish would be. Okay. So, Borva is going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and he's gonna double move. 9. How big is that log?
Like height-wise,
Yeah,
I mean.
I'm just wondering if it'll provide cover to her.
We
yeah,
had them as benches before, so I would say.
Okay, so no.
Well, this
Does
one probably
provide
not. This
cover?
one is probably the biggest one. I think I'll go with partial cover, which is what we were doing before.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. 9,
Yeah.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. I'm pretty sure I can still hit her from here. Yep. And Imogen is going to do a thing.
What's partial cover again? Just a +2? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay. Right, cover and concealment are two different things.
Yes, the concealment is coming from her cloak, I think.
Challenge. Whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna attack her.
All right.
With the bow.
Ooh.
Ooh!
All right. I'm suddenly really hoping that this goes off.
Wait. Oh, no, we're not doing that. Okay, cool.
All right. Do you know how much health she had?
How much health did she have?
24.
Oh.
You maxed the crit damage as well. That's
I hate you. I hate you so much.
I know you do, because I know exactly what you were trying to do.
Oh.
Boom! My hands are in the air, and I just don't care.
Fine. How do you kill her? Do you want it through the eye or through the heart?
I would like it through the heart, please.
Okay. You shoot her straight through the heart, and I mean straight through. There's an exit wound. Which shouldn't exist with bows. Shouldn't happen. But apparently, Aristill's blessing you like there's no tomorrow today. So you just straight
Hashtag blessed.
straight through her.
yeah, that was your one good roll of the past few sessions.
Hashtag blessed.
You literally double crit there.
Oh man.
It's
Woo!
I don't want to play
that's
anymore.
yeah. The 24 is not even counting the extra crit damage.
No, the 24 is the extra crit damage. Oh no, the extra.
No, there's extra crit damage.
There's extra crit damage, and you crit on the critical confirmation roll. So yeah, you just straight up boom. And-
Myrtleized.
Doesn't even give her a second to think as she drops down dead. In a pool of blood.
All right. So, post combat, I'm gonna ride on over to her, and I'm gonna take a look at who she really is.
Yeah.
She looks exactly the same.
You thought Imogen would be disemboweled.
So what's the deal with this cloak bit?
Oh,
on
that
her?
that faded away from her as soon as she died.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh,
she is
boy.
still now just dressed in the garb of a peasant woman. She is a older woman in the garb of a peasant woman. If you want to get more clues, you can search her.
I'm going to search her.
Okay. Give me perception.
Oh, I'm good at these.
1.
No, shut up. I can take a 10 if I want. I'm out of
I'm
combat.
so mad right now. I'm so
I know you are.
mad.
I
Been
know
looking
you
forward
are.
to this for 2 weeks.
No, I'm
Joel,
gonna take 10.
yeah.
I can take 10. Yeah, I'm gonna take 10.
Can
I'm
I
gonna take
confirm
that
something,
search.
Joel?
What?
Was this an actual event that happens in
Nope.
the book?
Nope. This was created by the same random table. Again, I just use the random table as a jumping off point to create more interesting stuff.
Okay, so but this was actually in the book.
This-
Okay.
This is in the book as one of the things you can roll to happen.
Oh wow.
All right. So first off, you find about half dozen really well hidden knives all over her.
Assassin.
You
Wow.
also realize that she was actually wearing also other armor, that she used techniques to kind of make it so you couldn't tell that she was wearing armor underneath her garb.
Okay.
You also find a tattoo.
What does this tattoo
Oh.
look like?
It is of a single, fully open, lidless eye.
That looks like an assassin
Uh,
mark
you
if I ever seen one.
You also notice that the dagger that she was using looks remarkably more well made than the rest of the ones that were on her, and it also has what looks to be almost has a jewel in the pommel that also somewhat resembles a large, lidless, unblinking eye.
All right. I'm going to take the dagger. I'm going to pocket it. And I'm going to
You immediately lose a level. It was evil. No, it's fine.
I didn't equip it.
Evil weapons, if they are anywhere on a good aligned person's person, they immediately lose a level.
But we didn't use line with this game. Oh no, I'm kidding. No, but Imogen's then going to
No,
she's gonna actually load up her corpse on Borvo.
Yeah.
to take back into town, and she's going to like
Yes. No.
call for Akiros and be like, "Dude, it was a hoax. She tried to kill me. She has a
Just to
stupid
note,
eye tattoo."
the notes on that are that we lose alignment, but like all the alignment effects are up to GM's discretion how they will actually interact.
Oh, great. No, but yeah,
Good.
she basically loads up the body onto Borvo and calls out for Akira, saying like, "Stop looking for her son. It was a hoax. There's no son. There is no son. We've been duped."
You hear nothing in response.
Uh-oh.
Imogen's eyes narrow, and she makes her way back to town as quick as possible.
All right, you return to town.
Are you reporting that?
I am going to report everything that happened.
Okay.
Gregory, yes, I walk into Hans's office and I just dump the corpse of the assassin onto Gregory's desk. No, I do not do this.
Good.
No, I do not do that.
All right, you
I go to wherever the town guard garrison is, probably to Napkip, and I'm going
well,
to
okay. So are you
entrust
heading back?
her
Are you
corpse
heading
to
back?
them.
Wait. Are you heading back to the town or to the village? Because to the city, because those are two different places. Because every single one of these hexes has their own small village.
Well, I think this eye symbol is indicative of a larger problem, like some kind of organization that might be afoot. So I'm thinking that I might need to let the watch proper know what's going on and show them what's up. So I'm thinking probably the city proper.
Okay, so you're heading
that I
back to
can let-
to
yeah.
Levinton's Crossing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna like, if there's watchmen in the city or the village that she was in, I will like speak to them and let them know exactly what happened, and that Akiros is still around if he comes back to let me know, because he just kind of went off and disappeared. And this is kind of pressing. I need to let the watch proper in the city know about this. Basically, Imogen's suspicion is that there might be an Assassin's Guild somewhere in
Okay.
the kingdom. So she's gonna bring the corpse back, show the
all right. So
tattoo.
are you bringing the corpse back directly, or are you leaving it at the sheriff's station and expecting them to transport it while you go to deliver?
No,
the
I'm
news?
bringing it directly.
Okay. So Napkip is off working on a case at the moment, but
Okay.
you were able to leave off the corpse. They have a place. They have a morgue.
All right, I'm gonna leave a message with the
Sergeant,
mortician, I
with-
guess.
with the desk sergeant probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave a message for Napkip saying I have suspicions that there may be some kind of an Assassin's Guild afoot in the kingdom. This assassin attacked me. There is a tattoo on such and such a part of her body. See if you can find anything out about this particular symbol. I'm going to let Hans know about this also. Thanks in advance, Imogen. And she's going to then go to Hans's office to let him know what has just happened.
All right, you arrive at Hans's office.
I walk straight in. No, okay. I don't walk straight in. I walk in and I wave to Gregory and then I walk straight in.
Okay, You wave as in, I'm trying to politely tell you I'm here, or you wave as in, like, screw you, I do what I want.
I wave as in I trying to politely tell him that I'm here, but I also
All
am
right.
like,
You-
hey.
All right, so before you walk in, Gregory actually has a chance to announce that you are about to barge into Hans.
Yeah.
Sir Imogen is here to see you!
Well, thank you for the.
So I enter your office. I have a stern look on my face.
Well, thank you for considering his feelings this time. That is very much appreciated.
Yeah.
Now-
There was a situation in the southern villages.
Oh,
Some woman came up to Akiros and I saying her son was missing and that we needed to help her find him, so we went to go look for him, and when Akiros went on ahead to scout around while I stayed with the woman, she stabbed me in the back.
oh,
Yeah, got out of
Oh.
that, but I'm marginally okay, but there's a thing with her body. She has this strange tattoo. It's of like this eye. So I have a sneaking suspicion we might have some kind of an assassin's
Did you
field
drop
issue.
the dagger off too, or do you still have that on you?
No, I still have the dagger. I'll bring out the dagger and show him the pommel of the dagger, something like this. This was on her corpse also.
she's dead then.
Yes.
Yep.
Quite dead.
So in more detail, it actually looks like a yellow bloodshot eye. At this point, why don't both of you give me knowledge religion checks?
Okay.
Look at them.
Oh no.
If you have knowledge religion as a trained skill, otherwise don't bother.
All right. I do not.
Okay.
Bye.
Let's go to someone who might have knowledge religion. I'm gonna go to Lucy.
Fucking yet.
What? No. No, we're finished. You can't help me. No.
Oh dear.
No, but
I
Imogen's going to
actually did
say
have a
maybe we
question.
should take this to Lucy and what's his face. She doesn't say what's his face because she remembers her name.
Jode?
I don't. Dramatic irony. Jode. Yes.
Yes. Yes, and perhaps Ankara will have some knowledge as well.
That's possible.
Um.
Oh,
What's-
also, yeah, Akiros, I never found him. He just went off into the woods, and I just assumed he was fine, and I had more pressing things to deal with.
I looked for him.
I went out into the woods, and I called his name, and I heard absolutely nothing.
Look for him. Right. Okay. Hopefully he'll turn up. Oh. Okay.
He's perfectly
I'll send-
capable
yeah.
of handling himself.
Attacked you, and by the look of things, got a few good hits in.
Oh yeah,
Particularly well, I have to say.
there's a real big blood stain on her back.
Looking particularly
it's fine,
well,
it's
I
just-
have to say.
It's merely a flesh wound.
Well, it's not that. You look worn. You don't look very. May I say so. All right. Well,
Imogen takes offense to this.
damage. Ooh. All
But
right,
yes,
well,
I think we should take this to the more religiously inclined.
Yes.
See if they know anything about this.
All right. Well, all right. We'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it to some of the churches and shrines and see what they know. First, we're going to stop by the guardhouse. I'm actually sending out some people to look for Akiros.
Okay, fine.
Needs to know whether or not he's alive, dead, or gone.
Okay. We can do that.
All right. So you tell them to actually send out people to look for him.
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Actually, no. Hans would probably want to go out with them himself.
Oh, fine. Imogen will go too after getting some treatment.
Where am I?
Yeah, where are
We're
you?
go-
I
We're
just,
hopefully going to go see you.
I hope so.
All right, so
I heard
basically,
other people being mentioned.
all right, so
I'm
basically,
a
you were
religious
like,
person.
get together a search
I
party,
think Caleb tried to mention you.
Okay.
get together
Mention you.
a search party. I'm gonna go take care of some things. I'll join the second wave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to get myself a band-aid or something.
Ah, doctor.
All right. So yeah, we'd probably go and see people. Who would we go see first?
Gee, I
What?
wonder.
Well, whoever we come across first. Lucy and Jode might be busy
Right.
doing other religious things, so we might run into
All right, so are you going to?
Haley's
Are you
character
going to look for
first.
people directly, or are you going to send for people and have them meet you at the conference house?
It might be quicker if we just found them.
Hmm.
And Imogen's a more hands-on kind of person.
I think it would be fastest if we went to the churches in question, and if nobody happened to be there, we would ask them to come meet us.
Okay.
Hmm.
Really, really hoping that Haley's character is there.
Me too.
Well, I mean, Haley's character would probably be the easiest and quickest person
Yeah, that's
for
what I'm
you to
thinking.
find because she has
Yeah,
a office like you guys, like all of you do.
That's fair.
So, let's
yeah, so
say
we'll find her.
Yeah, so you go find her first. I'm just going to say that she's in her office.
Haley has an office.
I have an office.
Imogen
Yay.
walks in.
I look up.
You see Imogen and Hans standing there. Imogen has blood.
I
Well-
have blood.
Well, some of it is not hers.
Wait a
Okay.
minute, can't you heal? Hans realizes.
There are more pressing matters.
Ankara sort of furrows her eyebrows a little, and she looks confused and shocked at the same time, and stands up, and as she's walking over to Imogen, asks, "Is there something I need to know about?" And
Yes.
starts to use Cure Light Wounds on her.
Okay, fine. I'll do it. Fine. She will accept it. Yeah, she starts into her spiel about what happened and how there might be an Assassin's Guild because this person had a tattoo that is strikingly similar to the pommel on this dagger here, and I show the dagger to her.
So I just imagine that Ankara's like sit down, has her sit down in the chair and is like casting Cure Light Wounds while all of this is being explained. As Imogen's wounds begin to heal up.
Yep.
His
basically.
corpse is at the morgue if you wish to examine it also.
There we go.
Or her corpse. Sorry, I don't care. Bandits, you know.
Okay, do I recognize, should I give a roll to see if I recognize the dagger?
Yes, give me a religion check.
Reopening this thing because it didn't roll when I wanted to, so I had to close out. And you said religion. Let's see.
Knowledge religion.
It's under the skills tab.
It is.
Okay. Good.
Tense music. No ads. Stop it.
Oh, I see. Got it. Did it roll?
Yep.
I don't think so.
There should be a little.
There-
Oh,
there we
there
go.
it
It
is.
is.
Oh, I see it.
All
Okay.
right.
What did I roll? Because I can't see it because of the way this is set up for me.
You rolled a 10 for a total of 15.
Oh, okay. I guess that works.
What do you know with a 50?
The roll that makes you instantly regret rolling at all.
Why did I even bother?
All right, you actually do recognize the symbol.
I say. She doesn't say
15
that. That's not the way she speaks.
Is actually
Oh!
exactly enough.
By shived by a member of the cult of.
Sorry, metagame. I think I just recognized that symbol.
Well, okay.
Really? Someone from the cult of Sauron.
Okay, so
One second, I'm typing out what you know because the rest of the people don't know it. So
okay.
I know I'm spelling symbol wrong. I don't care.
It's okay.
Oh, it might not be that. Never mind.
Ooh. We shall see. Oh boy.
In the meantime, healing is happening.
Yep.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And I start scolding Imogen for going into the woods with a
A strange
Actually, no.
man.
I
I didn't go by myself.
Correction.
I
she
didn't go
starts
by myself. We just
silently-
walked in together and he left me.
So she actually she starts wondering about this. What's his name again?
Akiros.
Akiros.
He's
It's
one of
Akira.
the other people in the council. He's the
So
Um,
9. Okay, so I heal 9 points.
yeah he's
Or no, wait.
he's the head of the. He's basically the head of the what's his official title again? He's the
Warden.
He's the warden. Which means he basically takes care of the defense of all like the villages that are outside of the cities.
Okay.
Actually, that might be the thing. I'm looking at the other images and I'm like, oh no, no, oh.
I really, really need to start investing in knowledge religion at some point.
No, yeah, it would seem like your character would be into that sort of thing.
I was honestly surprised that he didn't have it already.
Yeah.
That's because I kept investing it into other things. I just forgot about it.
It happens.
Are you metagaming?
I'm metagaming.
Stop it!
I'm
You're
sorry.
ruining the fun for yourself. Really, is the problem.
It's true.
What is this?
Initiative.
The dagger turns into a snake, which turns into Loki, and he stabs you.
Yeah.
All right, Haley, I sent you a message.
Okay.
Hey, nice. So how exactly is con damage represented?
Um,
Well, I currently have 10.
currently
What's
her.
its?
Yeah, I was gonna. I believe it takes a day's worth of healing to go away. It takes a day's of full rest.
Mhm.
Yeah, it
I mean,
mentioned that she did not look well.
yeah.
Just-
That
just-
that's probably a very good description. Though she got as little from the poison as she possibly could have. She managed to fight it
Oh,
off very
good.
annoyingly.
So as my character is healing Imogen, she mentions, it's no wonder the woman attacked you. If I am to tell from this dagger who she was, then she was a servant, or at least she was aligned to Garona, the goddess of... oh dear. Oh, there it is. The goddess of chaos. And she's been known to have many followers who are keen on destruction with evil intent, who are especially people who are often driven mad because of misfortunes in their lives, particularly women for some reason.
Imogen's face contorts a little and says, "That's very sad."
It is unfortunate. But I suppose many run to the deities when misfortune falls upon them.
So it might not have been. So do you think it was religiously motivated, or was it motivated by her comparative fortune?
Well, she seemed to take exception that I was a follower of Aristil.
Just then.
I am waiting for my divine instruction from the G of M.
Who is this G of M?
All right. Is there anything else you can tell me about it?
Those who follow her are often women who fell into adulterous relations or embittered prostitutes, women who were spurned in their love. Oftentimes, she is referred to as the goddess of hags, particularly. It is hard to tell if her motive... Oh dear, I'm talking like Caleb's character!
I mean, they're related and from the same general area, so that makes sense.
Okay, and we're related and from the same general area, so I guess it makes sense. Anyways.
Do you worship Pharasma as well?
Yes,
Okay.
she does.
Everyone freaking worships Pharasma!
Anyways. It is difficult to say whether her motivation was caused by her felt duty to her god, or wait. Oh, hag as in the creature, not as in a slur against women. My mistake.
Thank you for that.
And okay, it is difficult to say whether her motivation came from her following of Garona, or whether it was simply caused by her own madness or envy or any such thing, without having been able to speak with her myself.
No reason to stab people, though.
Do you know if they usually travel in groups or being solitary?
Women like that often seem to prefer solitude, or at the very least, turn away any people that come near them.
All right. Too much to worry about then.
I find it very interesting, though, that she worshipped a deity that claims to be patron of the spurned and the ignored when
I
we
think
came
by
almost immediately to her aid.
It is a preconceived notion that she has been forgotten, abandoned, scorned. Any act of help
presumably
would probably render her would probably not alter her mindset.
also I believe you said it was especially women who were spurned in love or
But we
mistreated.
didn't build a brothel.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Real talk, that could actually be part of your problem.
Because they
boy.
didn't build a brothel for the prostitute to go to?
All right. I'm going to actually explain
Thank
real
you.
quick. So, because historically, brothels were able to actually protect the prostitutes, because prostitution is going to happen anywhere, where brothels are actually usually safe havens for prostitutes. It's more like a way of protecting prostitutes than encouraging prostitution, though it is kind of encouraging. It's that weird thing of like, you're kind of encouraging it, but also it's going to happen anyway, so...
Right.
All right. All right. Well, All right. Well, Akiros is still missing, so I'm going to go join the next search party to find him.
I'll join you.
Would you mind if I tagged along as well?
Oh, you're
Sure.
gonna come along. You're fine, right?
I can handle myself. I've been in worse situations, Hans.
Yeah, Hans will turn to Ankara. Is it just me? Does she not look kind of?
Are you trying to say something, Hans? Imogen puts a hand on her hip.
I said it before. You don't look well.
Imogen is quite offended.
Let me just try to get an assessment of how you're doing. Oh wait, that's not the right character sheet.
Did you click on your horse instead?
No, I actually clicked on Imogen.
Oh.
I'm gonna cast Cure Light as well.
Okay.
On myself. I'll do it on my own time. I'm just need to figure this out real quick.
If I roll heal, is that knowledge healing? Oh
Yes.
wait, no, it's
Yep.
under knowledge. It is. Oh, okay.
Yep. It is both the knowledge and the action of healing.
Oh, you know what? I'll just take a 5 for 15.
Caster level.
I mean, take
Okay.
a 10 for 15.
Oh, okay. You taking a look at the wound, you assume, and the knife, you assume that the knife had some sort of poison on it, though. Imogen amazingly was able to resist, its effect, considering it was actually a pretty potent poison.
Okay. Do I think she's fit to go back out?
Probably she could use a bit more healing, but it seems as though the poison was only able to affect her in the most minor of ways.
Yeah, while she's doing that, Hans is saying, "Look, I don't mean about the wounds. The wounds look fine. You look tired."
Oh my gosh!
I literally, I don't care after that other roll. Like, I don't care that basically, apparently your character is a void of luck except for the moments where you need the amazing criticals to one-hit my boss characters every freaking time. Because this is the second time you've been like, Doom, all right, well, I'm just going to crit the boss at the perfect moment and deal exactly enough damage to kill them.
Hashtag blessed.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Hans, I'm fine. I was by myself before. Now we've got a whole group party with us. We'll be fine.
Question.
Answer? Imogen turns her head slowly.
How often can I use Cure Light Wounds? I'm not finding.
It depends on how many times you took it.
Oh wait, you're a divine spellcaster, aren't you? You're the paladin.
Yes, I am a paladin.
That is a question.
Spell table.
Okay, first level spells at 5th level once.
Yep.
Okay, that's okay.
Except I think she gets bonus ones for her charisma.
That's right.
I think so. I can use Lay on Hands
Yeah.
7 times.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's a combination. You're a tank and healer now. It's pretty awesome.
Hi.
You're better than me in literally every way. What?
Well, I can't ride a bear.
No, but you have a
That is true.
You have a badass horse.
That's true. Named Sebastian.
Sebastian!
Yep. It is amazing. What's your charisma score, Haley?
My charisma score.
27!
I might just print this out because I don't know where my mouse is yet. It's probably somewhere with my mic.
What? I'm just gonna say you have one more use of Cure Light Wounds. That's...
Probably. My charisma. Oh, that's not the right page.
You need a score of 20 to have more than one.
I can tell you what her thing is. It's. Give me a second.
At least one of us can.
Um.
We'll figure this out. Oh.
She has a charisma of 16.
Okay.
An additional spell. Have
Okay.
one additional first level spell.
Okay.
Yay.
All right, so you guys are gonna head out to try and find Akiros.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone give me perception checks.
I'm good at these.
Oh wait, I'm even better at these. I've got a +2.
Lies.
No, I've got a +2 against humans.
Oh yeah, you're tracking a human, aren't you?
Can I take 10?
Oh yeah.
No.
No? Okay.
Let me find my perception.
Oh dear.
Doing it. So 27.
All right. So Hans, as you guys are searching and going around the area where she last saw him and everything, you guys there's obviously a fan out, and you manage to find some blood. Quite a bit of blood, actually.
Is it mine?
Wonderful.
No. You have a 27. All right, so you go full Aragon Ranger on this. Taking a look at the scene, because you figure that there were 2 humanoids here, one of whom snuck up on the other one, managed to stab them. There was a fight. It seems that both of them were severely wounded, and both of them took off in opposite directions. You see bigger and heavier footprints and larger footprints going off in a certain direction. Those are probably Akiros's, as the other ones are much lighter and smaller, so probably feminine.
So should half of us go towards...
So the
or
group
no,
that
one of us can probably go towards Akiros, and then the rest of us can probably pursue the
All right.
the assailant.
Let's see. Okay. Yes, in that case. Imogen, you follow this path and see if you can find where it leads to Akiros.
Imogen's eyes narrow at you.
Yeah. Keep in mind, in Hans's mind, Imogen still looks extremely tired and not very well. She just got through a fight. She's he's seen her tracking skills, and yet he knows that she has at least one healing spell on her. So
I used it already.
he used it. Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did. Forgot about that. The other reasons still apply, but yeah.
Fine. I have
Hans
a
will
+1 to
actually-
track.
yeah. Hans will actually give you his last potion of Cure Light Wounds for that.
Oh,
I quaff it.
actually, real quick, I forgot. You actually find a potion on her.
Oh yeah, sweet. I quaff it.
That was supposed to be for if you found him still alive. God
But
damn
Joel
it.
just said I
Oh.
found one on her body.
Oh wait, nope, sorry, you didn't. I forgot. I had to
Okay,
change
then I
that up.
don't quaff it.
Okay.
Fine, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And I start riding in that direction.
All right.
No one ever aims for the bear.
Yeah, I wonder why that is.
Maybe because it's a bear.
I thought it was
All
pretty
right.
aberrant why they didn't.
I hate you.
Ankara, follow me. We'll and stick close. We don't want to get jumped.
Very well.
All right. Both of you give me more perception checks.
More perception checks.
More perception checks.
More perception.
Do, do, do.
You have a very nice roll.
All right. Well, fortunately, you don't find any extra. So going with Hans and Ankara first, you guys do not find any additional clues, but you are. But fortunately, Hans's first initial fall, being able to see the track, was good enough that between the two of you, you're able to continue to follow it until it leads out to the woods, and eventually it stops near what.
Do I still get against this?
You get the +2, yes. Is that
Okay,
what you're
good.
asking? Yeah. So plus any other ranger bonuses you have to track.
Already calculated.
Okay. So you manage to follow it out of the woods slightly to a small clearing, and eventually the footprints and the blood stops at what looks to be a wagon used to rest here at some point.
Excuse me. What do you think?
I think someone was waiting here to pick them up.
How long do you think they've been on the go?
Well, Imogen, long enough for, even without checking the tracks, it would have had to have been long enough for Imogen to get back, drop the body off, and come find me. Then we came out here. Looking at the tracks, however, once it loads, sorry, I'm wasting time. Yeah, looking at the tracks, however, 23.
Okay. I mean, so it would have. I mean, with the roads cut the time it takes to travel that way up in half. So, it's probably. So we should have gone. Had you guys come back, which would have taken about 2 hours each way. I think if I have. Let me go look at my map rules real quick. Travel time. Trying to cross a hex. So it only would have taken 2 hours. 2 hours. So probably about, you would say, probably about 4 hours ago. 4 to 5 hours.
All right, I will communicate that. Looks like 4 or 5 hours at the most. That's quite the head start. Doesn't look like we'll catch them.
But they're in a wagon, no?
That is correct. We can follow the tracks.
Is
Know
there a
where
town
they're
in that
going.
direction?
There's the village that's settled around the gold mine.
Yes.
Which I guess we could name Goldsburg.
That'll do.
Yes, it looks like they're headed towards Goldsburg.
Shall we set out
We
for
can
that?
follow. Let's wait. Yeah, let's backtrack and catch up to Imogen and.
At least send someone with a message to let them know that there's stuff going on.
You're not there. Stop it.
Yeah, we'll backtrack, collect and see how Imogen's doing with the Kyros. Then we'll decide how to proceed.
All right. So while that's happening, Imogen,
Yes.
you track the blood trail and footprints, and you do eventually see what looks to be the form of Akiros huddled in a tree nook, holding his side. It looks like he's in the process of rubbing dirt into some. He's catching his breath.
Is he stable? Does he look like?
I mean, he's got quite a few cuts on him, and it looks like he's rubbed dirt into the wounds and made makeshift tourniquets. And
All
he's
right.
conscious. It looks like he's conscious and collecting his breath. He looks like he is wildly keeping his eyes open, and his sword is very close by. It looks like
I'm going to try to get his attention.
All right. How are you going to do that?
I'm not going to shout because I don't want to totally scare him or whatnot. So I'm just going to I'm going to do the stand a distance away and wave my hands in the air.
All right. After it seems he's kind of out of it. So it takes a very long time, but it takes several minutes, but he eventually does notice you.
Okay, and when he does notice me and he gives some kind of signal that it's okay to approach or whatnot, I'm gonna approach and I'm gonna give him the potion.
All right. You hand him the potion. He takes a second, and quaffs it down. Immediately begins to look better. And he responds with a gruddy, "Thank you."
Welcome. I brought the others. They're tracking whoever attacked you right now.
He goes, "Good. I wasn't in any shape to track her down. I was afraid she had an accomplice, so I figured it'd be best to hide
Well, she
out."
did. She's dead.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're apparently followers of one Gorim, some kind of a haggish
The hag
deity
god.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. She's had, if I remember correctly, she's a local deity. So, been around since ancient times. Try to get rid of her several times, but no one's ever quite managed to fully exterminate her cults.
Yeah, that's the thing about these things. There's always some hiding out under rocks.
Mm.
Let's see if we can join up with the others. Does he have a mount, or did he lose it, or...
No. We didn't bring it with him, because...
Alright, I'm gonna, like, saddle him up on Borvo and take him out with... I'm gonna take him out! No. I'm gonna take him over to where the others went, like, the direction the others went.
If you try to,
be...
he tries to insist that he can make it on his own.
Imogen's like, alright, and she walks slowly with him. She
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
she
away.
just lets him.
I thought you were gonna say walk slowly away.
I walk slow.
All right. He grabs a tree branch that would make it an appropriate walking stick, and he slowly walks beside you.
Alright. And I'm assuming the others said they were heading towards us in this direction, so we'll probably meet in the middle someplace.
Yeah, after about half an hour or so, you run into the other two, as well as quite a few along the way. You've run into quite a few of the other members of the search parties.
Nice.
Akiros has
Got him.
actually ran into a friend of his who managed to convince him to lean on his shoulder and give him a hand, and he begrudgingly accepted.
Imogen kind of smiles and rolls her eyes.
Greetings, my lord.
Greetings, it's good to see you alive and well.
I apologize for needing all this extra effort.
Oh, well, worth it, I'm sure. We think we've tracked your assailant to just outside the woods where she boarded a wagon that looks bound for Goldsburg. We'll be...
Did you let them know? Send a messenger?
That's what I'm here to find out. That's what I'm here to find out what we should do. We'll need some people to take Akiros back to get some treatment. I'll need some more people to head to follow the tracks and see if they actually lead towards Goldsburg or not.
We should at least let all the local villages know that something went on.
And we will. Oop, excuse me a minute.
I let the closest one know, but we need to let the others know as well.
All right. So by letting the local villages know, do you mean you want it to be public knowledge something is going on, or you're just informing the authorities?
Informing the authorities.
Okay.
You know, maybe put up some neighborhood watch signs. Be like, report suspicious activity.
All right. So, I mean, all of that goes down. You eventually, you see that the wagon eventually connects to the road.
Shoot. And that's where it gets lost, I assume.
Yeah. I mean, you can make me one last survival check, but it is going to need to be a hell of a survival check.
I hope I clicked the right character. Yeah, okay, I did. Nine. That's barely off.
You people.
Oh man.
You people.
Well,
You do see that it doesn't.
Oh wait, hold on. Hang on, I want to check some. Sorry, that's actually a 22.
Wait.
That's a 30 even.
What? I'm so confused right now. What is it?
I add half my level to. Oh wait, no, that's.
It's enough.
Survival?
All right, so you manage to actually figure out that the tracks are heading indeed along in the direction of Goldsburg on the road.
Okay.
After
So yeah,
after they
Hansel, can you-
after they reach the town, that's when things start getting muddly. If
Okay.
you had to guess, because you got high enough, you assume that it looks like they weren't going to stay in town. It looks like they were passing through further on down the road.
Okay, so yeah, I do in fact have a 29. I'll assume that if I got one higher, I could tell that. Okay.
We still have some further towns, so we should, still let them
So yeah,
know.
okay.
Put up those neighborhood watch
Yeah.
signs.
Be like surprising everyone. when
And
Hans is
instead
just
of the
like-
guy in the trench coat, it's just the Eye of Gyoram or whatever her name is.
I'll assume that Hans is just like surprising everyone when they get to the road, and it's like, okay, they've clearly come into town along this road, and it looks like they headed over here towards the shop. Looks like they're intending to supply and move on. Doesn't look like they're. I'm not
We
sure
should
we'll
still
be
be-
able to find them.
We should still be cautious.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Akira's informed you that unlike the woman who attacked Imogen, his assailant was actually had her face covered. It wasn't a mask, but in like a wrapping or a scarf of some kind.
That's the other thing. It's like my character Hans has been doing an amazing job at tracking and surviving. Ugh.
Yep, there you go. So you're like they get to the road and everyone's like, all right, well, there's no way. And you're like, no, I can actually see exactly what ditch it is. And then you get to the thing and then you go in and then you're like, and we're in the middle of a village.
It's like they definitely were here at least 2 hours ago. From there, I'm not 100% certain.
Yes, your suspect is that they moved further, that they passed through the village.
All right. All right, we'll keep I'll leave the alerting of everyone about that sort of thing to
Yeah. So
Akiros and
Then the local police.
basically the people whose job it is to keep a watch out here.
yeah. Akiros and Napkip, and presumably Imogen if she wants to. But Akiros and Napkip are going to have a meeting. They invite Imogen if she wants to kind of go over some strategies to try and collect more information. And
I will attend.
yeah, I mean it's so a couple days, so like a day or two later, they have a meeting, kind of just going over.
Yep.
Everything that they're like, all right, we're going to do this and this and this. I'll have people on my mind up for this. Here's the
Right.
detail. All right, she was estimately about this height. Maybe her eyes were this color. We'll see if we can keep out. And then you tell them about the prostitutes. So they'll say that they'll actually see if there's any of the local prostitutes or anything that seem to match that description.
Mm-hmm.
Joel.
Yeah.
Two things. Yeah, the one thing I was confused about with track is, the ranger skill track says that a ranger adds half of his level to survival checks made to follow tracks. Usually when it intends it to be so, it will say half of his ranger level, but since it does say a ranger adds half of his level, I'll just assume it's half of my ranger level. So
I mean, if it doesn't say ranger level, a ranger adds half of his level. I'd assume the opposite because of that wording. I'd go with
Yeah, when it comes to Pathfinder, be as literal with the wording with
Uh,
things as possible.
Yeah, because it's a
In that
horribly
case,
written system. So yeah, use it. I'd use your full character level.
I did get a 30. They definitely left this.
Yeah, I like. If you had nat 20'd that, I would have given you more information for getting a nat 20. But as it is, like a 30 to even determine that on I mean, you basically have one main road, and it went through a village. I think like the fact that you were able to turn that is like everyone is impressed with your skill. Like you have severely impressed like all of like the rangers and the marshals and everybody. Like they're like,
Whoa!
that's our Baron. Dear goodness, he does a better job of our job than we do. Like you have, like everyone's like, you have more cemented the idea of like nobility are just better people than everybody else. Unfortunately,
Imogen rolls her eyes.
And now they know why I went with them on this trip.
Yeah, they're like, oh, he's coming at oh.
Nah, not nobility in general, just our noble.
Right, cool.
Like, you're a noble,
Yeah.
but you're my noble.
The second thing that happens, the second thing I wanted to mention was, hang on, plus 2. Hans wanted, Hans actually wanted to meet with Ankara about stuff.
All right, cool. I'm assuming at some point you guys set that up. So at some point the next day you stop by and do you stop by Ankara's office or do you summon her to yours?
I'll stop by hers. Why not?
All right. Ankara. There is a knock on your door.
Give Gregory a break.
Her husband
I
there
opened the
is-
door.
I mean, it's the middle of the day, so he's probably off doing his job.
Hello?
Greetings. I wished to discuss some of my initial plans for our diplomacy. What is the word I'm looking for?
Arrangements?
Yeah, I wanted to discuss some of my ideas for initial diplomatic arrangements, and
Very well.
see if we can't get something set up there. Provided you're settled in, you're settling in fine.
Well enough. I open the door further. Please come in. And there's a table set up with chairs around it. Make it a round table.
All right.
Diplomacy. Okay.
Diplomacy, the art of telling someone to go to hell and having them look forward to it. Now, obviously, we don't have a whole lot that we can do right now. I already took it upon myself to arrange a trade agreement with House Lebeda of Brevoy. Naturally, this was, although that was more natural considering they are to be my future in-laws. So, however, I do believe that it would be to our benefit to potentially set up early communications with Actually, before I continue with that, are you aware
I'm
that?
sorry?
Yeah, before I continue with that, are you aware that there are other groups besides us, kind of claiming portions of the surrounding lands?
I am somewhat aware.
Yes. Well, my hope would be to establish some sort of early communication with them, kind of. Perhaps establish, perhaps establish either friendly relations or, if they're doing well enough, even some mutual trade. Just something to get started, a mutual agreement to help each other out as much as we can, since we're all trying to do something fairly difficult.
That would seem prudent.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Joel,
Yes.
quick question. Keeping in mind that Hans has been considering this for a bit, how much do I know? Do I know anything about the other groups
I was
besides?
just about to ask him that.
Give me a knowledge, local or nobility check. Whichever is the highest.
Excuse me. Okay. I'll suck on that right now. Oh, no, my headphones. Nope, I know nothing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you've been too busy to be able to ascertain any information.
Yeah. All right. I don't know much about them right now.
The only one that the only one that you know anything about is of the group of mercenaries. Um, led by a mercenary named Varn. Varn's company of mercenaries was sent into the
East?
yeah, the lands directly south of Restoy.
Okay. And that's, yeah, I know that because that's the group that Nanya went with, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. The only group I currently have any knowledge of is a group of mercenaries led by a man named Varn to the east of here. That would probably be the best place to start. I also happen to know one of the people he took with him. A young woman who just completed training to become a sword lord named Nanya Shia.
Nanya Shia.
Yes. Yes, Yes, I helped. Technical term would be a ward of sorts. I helped pay for her schooling while she was learning. Or I helped. Yeah, I paid for her to get off the streets and take sword fighting lessons at one of the sword lords' schools.
Which seems like a perfect moment to flash back to the graduation ceremony.
Well, yeah.
Of course.
All right, so flashing back nearly 9 months ago, I think.
It was a while ago. Let me flash over to the calendar.
Yeah.
It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it was 6 months ago. Yeah.
All right, so half a year ago.
Yeah.
While you guys were in Brevoy, or no, you especially went back for this, I think, if I remember correctly. You are at the graduation ceremony. It involves a parade, displays of ability from the different students, and speeches given by different people. Eventually, each one of them is knighted by one of the sword lords for graduation, and they are each given a sword as the element of their diplomas of their graduation, and each one especially been made to have designs unique that only the sword lords are only allowed to wield, and only their smiths know how to make. So it actually has basically a symbol in each one of the handles that is officially shows them as part of the sword lords and their rank as privates first class, basically, I guess, for lack of me being able to think of a better term.
Okay.
All right, awesome.
All right, so that's the the ceremony. Before the end where they get to you can go off and officially talk to them and everything. So yes, this was 9 months ago. All right, so 6 months ago. So how much had you completed 6 months ago?
Let me pull up the original calendar real quick.
I think you had managed to. You were just starting to build Levington's Crossing at that point.
I believe, yeah, that's about where we just go to the first calendar. Loading. Come on. Yeah, we had literally just finalized everyone's roles in the kingdom. So we were like just about to found the city.
Okay,
the
so
administrative phase.
yeah, so you had a whole bunch of people who you weren't expecting. That's when you had a whole bunch of people that showed up that you weren't expecting.
No, that was before our first official kingdom turn. Actually,
That's what I'm saying. That was when you had a whole bunch of people who were like, "Hi," and you're like, "We weren't ready for this. We thought that they weren't showing up." Your direct sponsor, Sturvo, is at the ceremony. And before you have a chance to officially, go talk to Nanya and greet her or anything, he comes over and greets you. Hello. Baron Grunch, it is a pleasure to see you again.
Likewise, Sturvo. It is, yeah. Obviously, I'm very busy, but I wanted to make sure I had time for this event in particular.
Yes. I believe one of these students who graduated with honors was a ward of yours. No?
Yes, she was. She's very good.
Apparently, we do not allow but the best to graduate.
Indeed, and it does not seem that your standards have slackened at all.
I hope not, but it does well to hear them complimented. I understand. That news has gone out, and unofficial settlers have already started to begin at your new settlement. We had not quite anticipated the excitement for your adventure.
I expected a few, maybe 100 extra at the most. I did not expect 900 additional settlers.
I can imagine, considering that those we had handpicked will be heading out there in only a few days. I hope that this is a success and works well for you.
Yeah, yes, it should be. The influx of people should help things grow at a much quicker pace than I originally thought. It does not seem like our initial supplies will run out for this many extra people at the very least, but we will have to expand and gather more quickly.
Good, good. It sounds as though you are adapting to the situation well. This makes me glad. And you have managed to fulfill all your command staff positions?
Yes, we finalized that. Did we finalize? Yes, we did. We finalized that just before we left.
Yeah, good. He goes, is there anything you're having a hard time feeling?
We're having some difficulty. Yes, we had some questions about the high priest position, but that's been taken care of. The grand diplomat is the one that's most caused a problem.
Ah,
We have someone who can fill in, but I'm not sure how long he'll be able to cope with the position, if
Yeah.
I may say so.
Ha ha ha.
he goes, he goes, if you need a recommendation, I know someone who may be able to fulfill that position then. Unfortunately, he would not be available for several months. He is he, he is currently off taking care of other business. But if you have need, I could send him your way.
All right, very well. Yes, when our current diplomat seems like he's had enough of the job, if it comes to that, I'll definitely send word.
Good. Good. He seems like if you have need, he definitely seems like the kind of person who would enjoy this sort of adventure. In fact, I think he may actually be from around the area.
Really?
I think so. It is. He is a man who enjoys. He is a man who somewhat enjoys keeping to himself, but he does have quite the silver tongue on him.
Really? What's his name?
Um. Brejorn no Marcio. I think I may not be I believe that is how it is pronounced. Yeah, he goes, he has different accents than me, so I do not think that is quite correct, but it should be along those lines.
And he has some experience in that sort of thing, does he?
Yes, he is. He goes, despite he goes, yes, he has worked as also as a lawyer, as well as working quite closely with many of the houses over the years. As I said, man is very gifted at what he does. Sometimes it seems unnatural how good he is.
I'm sure. I'll definitely keep him in mind. Thank you.
Foreshadowing.
I am sure you will want to go and congratulate your warden now, so I take up no more of your time unless you wish to discuss other things with me.
No, seems like the ceremony's wrapping up. I'd better go.
Yes,
and I'd better go say hello.
I have my own grandson to congratulate, so I will head off as well.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Which one is yours? That one.
That's he. That guy.
And which one is yours?
Over there.
Oh, okay. Yes. Take off.
Because we need that kind of conversation.
Do you want to play out the conversation with Nanya, or just
Sure.
okay? So it like actual graduations, students are allowed to kind of break off afterwards and do whatever they want. So she comes over and finds you, gives you a hug.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, sure, Hans will hug her back. Why not? Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thanks so much for coming. I know you must be so busy right now. It means a lot.
I'm extremely busy, but I did say I would be here. Besides, I wouldn't want to miss this. So, officially graduated and about on your way to your first job. Looking
Yep.
forward to it?
Yeah, a little nervous, but yeah. We head off at the end of the month.
Yes, of course. Very good. Yes. And you said the leader of the company was a man named Varn?
Yep, that's correct. She goes, if I understand the plan correctly, there seems to be a pretty highly defensible area in between the mountain range to the southwest of here that we're going to be starting off with. It's along the riverbank too.
Oh, excellent. So you've got a good starting location. And presumably you're going to expand from there, and we'll see what happens.
Yep, that's the plan. Or at least
Yes,
as far as I've been told.
Yes, I myself have a position of pretty reasonable strength, but I won't be able to reach it for some time. I have to start off a little bit farther away.
Good. Good. Yeah, I'm she goes, my official position is I'm going to be in charge of working security for the road building crews.
Important position.
Yeah. Apparently I did a little bit too good on the exams.
Well, just remember, you can't, especially on a job like that, you can't control the entire road at once.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know if she goes, I have to talk. I don't know if it's planned that I also take over road patrols afterwards, or right now, as I said, it's looking over just the actual just building crews and making sure that nobody tries anything with them. So
Yes. Well, still important. Bandit activities. See, the down there is pretty sizable. I don't know if they're as active in your section as they were in mine.
she goes, from what I hear, not as much. It seems you had the brunt of the bandit activity.
Wonderful. Communicates that is not wonderful. Well, are you pretty much done here then, or?
Yep, we still
Is,
go.
some things
We still going for lunch?
Absolutely, we have to celebrate. I shall introduce you to some of my companions for the last several months. They'll be helping me with my stretch of land.
Awesome. Fade back to present.
So, are these mercenaries friendly with us?
I don't know about the mercenaries as a whole, but one of them is. And since we have all been chartered by the same general group, namely the Kingdom of Brevoy and the city-state of Restov, at the very least, even if they're unfriendly towards us, they have to make a pretense of getting along. Otherwise, it looks bad to the higher-ups just north of them.
I see.
So it should be fairly easy diplomat work, comparatively speaking. I was given a location for where they were going to start. You may want to stop at Restov first and see if you can't confirm that location before heading off there.
Very well.
Obvious. Yeah. And obviously, while you're there, just take a look at the state of things, how well they're doing, and what their general attitudes are. We want to try to see what our relations will be like with them in the future. Also, you to stop in Restov to begin with. I would like to see if we. I would like to know more about the other two groups that were sent out, and eventually send an envoy to them as well.
All right.
Do you have any? Those are my plans. Do you have any suggestions, alterations, criticisms?
None yet. She smirks a little. Is there anyone you wish to accompany me on these trips?
Well, it would be good for you to travel with some retinue. Say. Okay, just as a question, the Grand Diplomat's job is to kind of be in charge of diplomacy as a whole. Like, do they get a small amount of underlings and like smaller diplomats, or
Oh yeah,
other,
yeah,
they get a retinue?
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. Like,
Whoever you.
like, yeah, her job is probably more to delegate to other people to go out and do things.
Yes. Whoever you think is best. Obviously, you don't even have to go yourself if you don't feel you should. But keeping in mind, you do have some duties here to attend to. Out of metagame, at least 1 week's worth of duties you need to attend to every month.
Okay.
And if you wish to have a guard, you can apply for one. And if you think it's going to be a particular, and you are an official counselor, I can assign one of our martial leaders to accompany you at least as far as the border, or at least halfway to Restov, probably. So either Kestin or Imogen or Kepora Kyros.
Okay.
Yeah. Or if you think or if you think it wiser, we could just form an entire retinue and go see them en masse.
I will do some corresponding first, I think. Just a quick letter of how do and whatnot. Before I, sorry, can you hear me? My
You
mic
very
was
well.
Yep.
Far, I forgot my mic was far away from me.
Yes. All right. So let me just reflect. I think I've told you all I know already. He's leader of a mercenary company.
Yes.
And we do know one of the members of his team. who I'm sure is doing a very good job with whatever she's been given.
Very well then. I will begin looking into our interactions with them.
All right, cool. So before we move on to the next month of kingdom stuff, everyone needs to give me their extra work rolls for spending the whole month working in the city.
Oh yeah.
Give you our what for the next month?
Okay, so at the end of every month, you make a occupation roll. Each one of you has it for your thing. So for you, it'd be an Operation Grand Diplomat roll.
Yay!
However much
Profession.
profession. However much you guys make, eventually, I add it to a running total, and you guys get extra BP when you hit a certain threshold, which you guys are actually pretty close to. So every month you add a little bit to it, and then once you get up 200, you get an extra point of BP. This is for months where, since in game terms, you only need to spend a month. You only spend a week at a time governing your city. If you spend the whole month just like putting all your effort into taking care of your kingdom and just working at it, this is the bonus that you get for doing that instead of spending half your time exploring and half your time working in the city.
Okay.
All right, that's my roll.
Okay. I need to get. I'll start working on napkins while you two get yours ready. Skills. So they are underneath background skills.
Okay.
All right.
Apparently, the assassination
After all that,
was a rough month there. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick.
Ta-da.
oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry.
No, it's
When
fine.
other people are having conversations, I usually mute myself.
So how do I make this roll?
There should be a die indicator next to your skill on the Roll20 character sheet. Click it, and then, yeah, just click roll.
Oh, so just for diplomacy?
Or
Okay,
either
there it is.
Russian Grand Diplomat.
There it is. I see.
Joel has stated that if you can come up with a convincing argument for another skill, you can use that instead.
Sleight of hand to no.
Yeah, for instance, Hans spent the first month using his survival skill, just kind of generally teaching people how to just helping out with that.
Right. For the record,
No.
I have a -8 in my sleight of hand.
Oh wow!
I cannot steal anything or do anything that requires like.
You have a 10.
Well, that -8 is including the fact that she wears plate mail, so that's when she's in armor.
Oh, okay, good.
All right, I just need one from Robin then.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. What?
I
We're rolling our.
I need your profession
Okay, I'm sorry.
martial check. Yay! All right, good news, guys. You managed to
Yay!
do it. So you get an extra point. You get an extra point of BP.
Yay!
Yay!
All right, so 21. All right. Looking better, looking better. Okay.
This is the first month of Abydos, or no? We haven't gone to the. Was that the last month of the year, or this the?
That was the last month of the year. We are now in the month of that's all, folks. Wow, I messed that up royally. Abadius.
Just so you know, the 17th was the date that someone tried to do the assassination on Imogen. In case you wanna...
Okay, so that's of this month. Yay!
that was of Cathona.
Oh, that would. Yeah. No, that was the first month. I remember now. Joel,
Yeah.
I can't edit this new calendar.
Oh, sorry. I will.
That's what happened.
This is a problem.
Sorry
I
about
let
that.
it go because it was really late, and I just thought I'll remind him later.
I'll remember this. There you go. There's the editable. I made it so you can edit it. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Okay, so hang on, let me.
You may have to click on that link. You may have to exit out and click on that new link again.
Okay, wait, hang on. I think I just. Yeah, I needed to refresh it.
Okay.
Insert note. Imogen assassination attempt here.
Good. Just so we have a track of when it actually was.
All right, hold on. Okay.
And then let me know when you're done making.
Does not expand, but revenue increases for the month. Okay. So yeah, we are now in the month of Calistril.
All right. Cool. All right. So. Let me bring up the rules. I don't know why that was the noise for. Let me bring up the rules for the kingdom turn, but that's what we're doing. All right. So first thing we have to do is give me a stability check.
Okay. That's this. Okay, so 1.
Yay!
Yep.
Good.
You crush it with flying colors, considering it was a 25. Wow, that's literally impossible for you to fail that check unless you roll a 1
Yeah.
at the current moment. All right, so you get so since the kingdom is so secure, you get a bonus BP.
We are doing well. Okay.
All right. Then consumption.
Consumption has been brought down to 1. So immediately remove that.
Sorry. Sorry.
I didn't look.
All right. All right. So now we get to now we refill any vacant magic item slots.
Okay.
So I have to go and roll those up.
Have. Right.
You have 1 minor item slot. That's what I'm seeing, because you only have
Only
active
the one?
slots. One MI. That's what I have.
I think so.
Because all you have is the shrine. Because you built the library last turn, and that doesn't give you anything. All right, so. Nope, I need magic items, not magic. Magic items. All right, 1 minor item coming right up. Oh, it's another crate of potions. It is a crate of 3rd level potions.
Sweet.
All right, and yeah. So I think I'll wait for you.
All right. Sorry, I'm trying to actually quickly find the spell lists. Here we go. It is. You find potions of. Someone creates a case of potions of. How many schools are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4.
7 schools.
7 schools. All right, I'll just roll a d8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there are 5 things. They are potions of lightning bolts.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
All right. Purely in case you guys want to pick some of those up.
Yeah.
Unrest. You do not have any unrest. And so your unrest is reduced by 1, which still puts it at 0.
Okay.
Improvement phase. Do you want to fill or swap any leadership positions?
I'll put Chief Soot Scales influence into economy again.
All right. There's positions. 1 second. I'm gonna put that. Decide. So we're all right. So you're gonna put it in economy. All right. Do you wish to claim any new hexes?
Yes, I believe I told Haley that we were delay last turn, and we did actually gain quite a bit of money this turn. So, expansion would be best, I think.
All right.
So, I would say over to here.
All right. Apparently, Robin really wants you to claim the rickety bridge.
No, that's me.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My indicator for my character is green. Let me change that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I guess I should be green.
If you want, I can change your other colors. We can talk about that after the session.
I can be green. It's fine.
All right. Da-ding. All right. You claim that hex. Got it.
Claim it.
I've put it the thing there. All right. So that cost you 1 BP. I'm assuming you do not want to establish land for any new city districts.
Not yet.
No.
All right. Would you like to improve Levington's Crossing at all?
Look at something. I mean, I think that's always a good idea.
Uh-huh.
All right. What buildings would you like to improve with?
Well, more economy is always good.
Yeah.
All right. I will reshare that link just in case anyone wants to take a look at what buildings are available.
Quick question, Robin.
Yes.
Do you want more economy or do you want more items to sell? Because both of those give us
Money.
What's our
'Cause-
budget?
Okay, our budget right now is actually we have a pretty decent budget. I would say up to 12.
All right. How about the exotic craftsman?
Would you say the exotic craftsman or the herbalist? They're basically the same building, it's more for flavor purposes. Exotic craftsman is kind of like a glass blower, a fireworks maker, a tinker, just someone who does stuff like that. The herbalist would be gardener, healer, poisoner, creator of potions and such.
Yeah, that might be good. Because then we can buy potions in town.
Yeah, we can do that anyway. It's just more for flavor reasons. Thought the herbalist sounded better. Haley, what do you think?
Repeat.
We're looking at 2 buildings, an exotic craftsman and an herbalist. They are the same building. They give us 1 loyalty and 1 stability. The different for 10 BP. This flavor-wise, the exotic craftsman is more someone who's like, I sell glass things. I tinker with stuff. Or herbalist is more the herbalist. They make potions and things. They work with herbs.
Well, the herbalist sounds more practical.
Right, and the other functions, they both give us another minor item slot.
All right.
Ooh.
So I'm assuming herbalist. It sounds like.
I say yes. Anyone else?
Yes.
Okay.
Robin?
What?
So I say herbalist. Haley
I
says
said herbalists before.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure.
All right. Where would you like it placed?
It has to be next to a house. So do you guys just want to fill out the center square here?
May as well.
All right. Then
Yep.
let's go and record that. All right. So that has been placed into D4 herbalist.
All right.
All right. Number of city blocks 1. Bonus to economy 1. The other bonus is to loyalty, I believe, or stability.
Yes. No, it was loyalty and stability. None to economy, oddly enough.
Okay. 1 to loyalty, 1 to stability. Does not create any unrest. Bonus to it doesn't give it bonus to base value?
No, it does not.
It does not. All right, but you do get 1. Another minor object slot, which will be filled up next time. Ta-da! Oop, that was not. I didn't mean to zoom in like that. All right, cool. Boom. All right, so next, would you like to build a road into your newly?
Yes.
Okay, so that is hill country. So it costs you, it costs you 1 BP, and normally it would cost you double that for having to build a bridge. But with the rickety bridge there, you're able to easily fix that up, and it is now able to work as a bridge for you guys.
So
It does not cost any extra. It's the long and short of that statement.
very nice. That was the direction that we went instead.
I just want to. Oh right, I forget that shortcuts don't work on Roll20. On keyboard shortcuts don't work on Roll20 sometimes.
I was gonna say let's. Would it make more sense to go from Goldsburg or the Might's old lair?
Oh, I guess
that way?
Gold's. Okay, Goldsburg probably makes more sense. I'm just.
Just trying to get this correct. Yay.
There we go. I think that'll work. Advance to front. To front. There we go. All right. So then change the map to reflect the fact that you now have an extra road. Did you upgrade your size as well?
Hang on a minute. I'm trying to. All right. So road. Where do I just add one to my size? What?
Yeah, yep. So size will be at 6 now.
Okay, cool.
All right. So. All right. Would you like to build a farmlands there?
Farms.
It will cost you 4 BP, but it will bring your consumption to 0.
Uh-huh. That was the idea.
All right. Worked that time. Weird. All right.
Hold on. What's 5? There. Okay, it's accurate now.
Okay. So you minus the BP and upgrade the number of farms. All right. So then edicts. Would you like to change your edicts at all?
Well, let's look at them again. I've kind of forgotten what they are.
Here. There is this.
Keep it. Yeah, might as well keep it where it's at.
All right.
For that and that. And that, yeah. No, seems good.
Okay.
Um,
Keeping those taxes nice and light. All right. Income phase then.
Yay!
So I'm just going to skip over deposit and withdrawals. All right. So then make an economy check to see if you sell your minor item.
okay, one economy check coming up. The plus. Hold on. Plus 3. Not plus 2. 29.
Okay, you managed 29. You beat the DC of 20, so you managed to sell the item, so you get 2 more BP. Just from the tax of selling your item.
Very nice, very nice.
All right, and then make another economy check for me.
Nope.
You do not succeed, so you do not generate any income this time. All right, and then I roll to see if you guys have an event or not.
Oh dear.
Yay.
You do not have an event this phase, this month.
No assassinations this time.
Hold on. Okay.
Yes, I literally rolled a 100, and then I rolled a 1 when I pre-rolled your list. Not directly in that order. I think there was something in between, if I remember correctly.
Okay. So, do we all stay? Do we all stay in the kingdom for the whole month, or did the?
I'm assuming you were all in the kingdom for the month.
Well, that was the question.
Oh yeah.
Did
Well,
the diplomacy things actually pan out?
well, even if they did, that is her job. So, I would count that as doing kingdom work. Let me see. Haley, give me either a diplomacy check or a profession grand diplomat check.
Okay. Come on. Here we go. I think they're about the same.
Here, I'll take a look at your sheet too and see.
Where's my what's it? Oh, I see. Now I get it.
Your diplomacy is much better.
Wow, it is so much better. What was I thinking? Oh, it was... No, what was I thinking of?
Oh wow.
Okay, so you managed to, during this month of sending out letters, getting hold of contacts, starting to build a rapport with everyone, you do manage to find out at least who the other groups are who's out there.
Okay.
As was already stated, there's the Varn band of mercenaries who are to the east of you. To So to the west of you, you managed to find out that the Sword Lords actually sent agents of the Bravovian government into the swampy the swampy area. It's the area known as the East Selen River, and then to the area farthest to the west, they sent a extremely experienced band of adventurers. Mainly because that area is supposedly under rule of the bandit kingdom of Pitax.
Okay.
Pitax is a wonderful place. It is a. It is a wonderful place.
Is it?
Yeah, so I mean this month you basically just spend
Acquainting myself with the
acquainting yourself and
surrounding
getting
companies.
information and building up stuff. All right, so then everyone give me their end of month bonuses. Haley, since you were doing a lot of actual diplomacy work this month more than managerial stuff, you can give me a diplomacy check.
Cool.
For example, of how that alternate instead of just it defaults to your profession though. Hans, you are very distracted planning for your wedding.
Oh, that's next month, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh shoot.
I hope you're planning for your wedding.
Let me just go get napkins
Didn't roll
together.
so well that time.
Yeah, that's okay. None of you rolled particularly well. Apparently, it was really cold this month. Yeah, you guys are managing to build farmlands in January. Good job. That's not an easy thing.
I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention. I'm sorry. Do I have to roll something?
Yes, you have to make your profession roll again.
Yes, I'm sorry. Dang it.
All of you are very, very busy, apparently, helping out for this wedding. All right. Move on to the next month then.
Okay.
Before the all the wedding stuff happens.
Ah.
All right. So we'll do the entire month, and then the wedding. I'm assuming is happening some. When is the wedding actually?
It was sometime. Hang on a minute. I just want to make sure that I'm not accidentally crisscrossing things.
Don't double book, especially not on your wedding day.
Yeah. Typical.
That would be
Typical.
bad. So I'll just type that in. Ah. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a few things here. I think it was decided the 16th.
Sure, that sounds good. If not, we'll just say that the date was moved at some point during the 6 months of planning.
Okay. I just realized something that I never did.
Did you never figure out what you want the wedding to look like?
Well, actually, I never. But it's something more.
Something else. Got it.
Something more mundane than that. I actually wanted to type out the 6 feasts, the 6 holidays that
Oh, your kingdom
our
celebrates?
country has. We got around to that. Be fun. You all right?
Yeah, just looking at something. It was funny. Guys,
Hmm.
we have our first fork in the
Fork?
road.
Oh.
It's true.
Yeah, we do have one of those.
Ooh.
All right, so
Well, that bridge isn't rickety anymore, so I'm going to delete that.
It's just bridge.
it's just a bridge. Okay, and I'll just figure out the rest later. Those are the 3 I remember at the very least. Okay.
All right. Turn order. Tornador. Give me the stability check.
The stability check. Once I get to the right tab here.
I understand. I have half a dozen open as well. You're fine.
All right, cool. Do we get any extra BP for that?
You get 1. It's always 1. As if your unrest is at 0 and you make the check, you get 1. So your consumption though is at 0, so you don't lose it this time.
Okay.
All right, and
So-
then your 2 magic item slots get filled
Yeah.
with the first one gets full of a collection of magic scrolls.
Ooh.
And the last one, ooh, you will get a wondrous item.
Ooh.
A wondrous item.
Table of minor wondrous items. It's a headband of inspired wisdom +2.
Ooh.
It costs 4,000 gold.
Ooh.
I see now why they let you take money out before you sell the magic items. In case you're like, I need this. Also,
I,
note you do not have to try and sell an item if you do not want to.
wow. That's impressive. Yeah, not gonna withdraw funds. I don't think that's a good policy.
And then
Hmm.
no, I wasn't. It wasn't so much me saying that as more me going, ah, I see now why they have it in that turn order.
Yeah.
All right. Next. Unrest is reduced if you have any, which you don't. Improvement phase. Do you,
All right.
I assuming, so you do not want to fill or swap any leadership positions. Where do you want your spy master bonus to go?
Again.
Okay, I'm more
It's
saying
paid
this
off.
to get in the habit more than I don't
Yeah.
think I can assume. All right, do you wish to claim any new territory? I will
Okay.
note. I will note that your treasurer does suggest that you're a little low on funds. And while you could grow some more, he suggests that maybe it may be good to take a month off and wait.
Yeah. And we can't do anything in the city, and it's highly I don't think we'll be able to do much in the city this turn anyway. We just don't have the BP for it, so. Yeah, we're at 9 BP at the moment, so I would suggest not doing any of that.
All right, what do you girls think?
Yeah, it's
I'm good with
probably- Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you won't claim any more area. As you said, you're not going to improve the city this time.
Not this round, no.
You have no place to build roads. Which
I mean, we could build.
Yeah.
We could. I suppose we could build a road like in between these areas, but I don't think that would. I don't think that's actually.
No, I was about to say that doesn't have any mechanical bonus, and you know what I'm gonna do for moments like that? I'm going to roll randomly, and if I get high enough, like another road just kind of naturally spawns.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't actually like you guys actually build it, but it's kind of like it's like we have one road here, but then the other one kind of.
Right.
Some people are like, I don't want to have to go to Goldsburg to go to that place. It does not spawn this time.
Okay.
There's no place you can establish farmlands. I'm assuming you still don't want to move your edicts around. I'm assuming no deposit or withdrawal of funds.
Nope.
That's fine.
All right.
This-
You can now attempt to sell your valuable items. You do not have to sell an item if you do not want to. So if you want to be like, I want to keep that headband there for future possible purchasing, you may do that.
Let's keep it there for one turn.
All right, so then give me an economy check to sell your collection of magic scrolls.
Okay. Yeah.
You succeed. So
Cool.
you gain 2 more BP. And then I will need you to make an economy check. You do not
Wow.
succeed the economy check.
Mm,
Throwing noble weddings is expensive.
Mm.
Mm.
All right, and then I will roll to see if you guys get an event.
Oh no.
All right, there will be an event, but I'm not telling you what it is yet.
ah,
Wonderful. Okay.
Okay.
Is it Hans's turn to be assassinated?
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe
okay,
not.
That laughter does not bode well.
I have plans.
No.
Oh boy.
All right.
Okay.
So the wedding.
Yay!
A week or two early, your your future in-laws family come to begin to help with prepping everything. And by help with prepping, I mean they come with servants who actually do the work, but they oversee everything.
Okay. Hans is seeing to, and this is something I've been thinking about for 2 weeks. Hans is seeing to security.
Good idea.
This is not something that came up just because you rolled an event.
All right.
Imogen is going to assist as well.
All right. There is plenty of security for this.
Yeah, basically it's like I want someone watching literally everyone, and then I want someone watching
them.
and then I want someone watching the best places to be watching those people from. I don't want not actually having them there, just where I expect the assassins would want to lurk.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything that you would like to play out ahead of time
Paranoid.
for the actual wedding day?
Imogen might pull Hans aside and just to be like, remember what we talked about.
What's that? Oh yes. I will keep it in mind.
Imogen gives him a look like, keep it very much in mind.
I did
And
have.
she makes a little heart with her hands and is like,
Question.
Okay.
yes.
Is anyone from House Orlovsky coming down for this?
Did you invite them?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Is the
'Cause-
hag coming?
No, she's not coming.
Okay, good.
However, the head of the household is coming.
Yeah, because Hans specifically wanted to meet with him.
All right, he arrives a day or two before the wedding.
Yes. It is.
So
It's good to see you. Thank you for coming.
okay. So do you meet him directly as soon as he arrives, or do you just like let him know that you would, or is this later meeting?
I am meeting him as he arrives.
All
For
right.
this.
Not everyone.
Making a point of that.
Well, I mean, I know you would meet him when he arrives. I was saying, is this meeting the meeting when
yes.
he arrives, or is this, or you were like, after you freshen up, I'd like to talk to you about something?
Basically, hey, come. Hello, how are you doing? Come meet with me in my office. I want to show you some things.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I have so many folders and tabs. He go. All right.
He looks grumpy.
He does always look grumpy. He heads with you. He heads with you into your office.
Yeah. All right. Yes. Gregory, could you go see? Yes. Gregory, I wish to speak with my patriarch alone for a bit. Could you go see how the
Rest of
future in-laws are doing with the preparations?
All right. Gregory heads out. Closes the door behind him.
Yeah. All right. Yeah,
Uh,
they go into Hans's office and he checks the windows.
All right. As you close them, Lord Paul is ruffling in a bag that he has with him, and he pulls out a small crystalline looking object. It has a little stand, and he places it on the desk, and he touches it, and it glows slightly. Scrying ward.
Thank you.
It also should cancel out most of the noise as long as we don't speak too loudly.
Out of character. The cone of silence.
Yeah.
I demand the cone of silence.
Someone actually dropped that reference on Sunday.
Really?
I did not understand how I got it.
Get Smart is hilarious. It's also one of
It is
the...
great.
Also, the movie with Steve Carell isn't bad.
Steve Martin, but yes.
No.
No, it was Steve Carell.
Yeah.
I mixed up with Pink Panther.
Yeah.
No, it is. Yeah.
The Steve Carell movie, you're like, this is actually...
Pretty good.
Yeah, like surprisingly, like it's one of the few ones where they like remake a series like that where you're like, this was actually entertaining and funny and didn't completely desecrate the source material.
Yeah.
So he
Look at you, Peter Rabbit.
he
Desecrated the source material or not. I just get depressed whenever I see it.
he leans back in his chair and he goes, "So, what is it you wanted me to talk to me about?"
Well, first of all, I'm very sorry if this has caused you a lot of inconvenience.
He goes, "For me, no. If anything, it's been beneficial."
Oh, good. I wish I had more time to discuss this potential alliance before I decided upon anything, but time was more or less of the essence.
Yes, I got that feeling from your letter.
Yes, I didn't wish to communicate. I didn't wish to communicate it in something that could be easily intercepted and read.
He goes, "And your prudence and wisdom in that matter is appreciated."
It'll be more appreciated once I tell you what the details are. Hans will sit down. Do I have refreshments in my office?
I assume you would at some point, or Gregory would have made sure that they were there.
Yeah. I offer you anything? I don't have. I'm afraid it's not prime selection, but
I'll take a whiskey or bourbon if you have either one.
that we have in abundance out here. I won't be partaking.
It's also
that
winter,
then.
so you actually also have ice.
I won't be partaking myself. I think my council has actually forbidden me from alcohol for the time being. After the last
Somewhere in the city, you hear Imogen saying, "Damn straight."
Or not, because there's an actual magical field protecting such things.
I'll pour him pour him whatever is on hand.
Clinkle. Thank you.
Yes.
Sip.
Yes.
Not bad for being in the boonies.
Well, they know how to mix a good grog down here, I suppose.
Somewhere,
they'd
Imogen
have
is
to.
offended and she doesn't know why.
Yes. All right. So, I told you when I met you last about yes, about the misadventures on our way up there,
In fact, you did.
and shortly after arriving here, apparently, let me look up her name really quick.
I can look it up too. Give me a second.
We have her. We don't actually have a profile for her.
Oh yeah, I forgot to make that. I'll add that to my in-between list of things to do.
Yeah, Lady Sertova herself decided
Yes, I heard about that. She was
to pay us a visit.
she apparently made a visit to all of the new of the soon to be formed colonies.
Yes. Well, while they were here, Lady Elena made a point of going to meet with me in secret, which we were able to accomplish. Apparently,
he raises an eyebrow at that, but allows you to continue.
yes, okay, it's like, okay, good to see. Okay, story hasn't spread that far yet. Yes, she alerted me that things had gone south with her courtship of Naleski Sertova, and that the way
he kind of gives you a look like, well, obviously, because you two are getting together,
and that she was genuinely in fear for her life, considering her treatment by Lady Sertova,
Is
and
that so?
could not see any means of escape. Except for one, and you are currently looking at him.
I believe the picture has formed now.
Yes. Now, naturally, I'm doing all that I can to help in such a situation. And we are proceeding with this. You to know the full weight of everything going on. I have spoken with the matriarch of the Lebedas, and
Well, I would certainly hope so.
Yeah, despite a personal dislike for Lady Sertova, they do not feel they feel that their ties to each other are too strong to consider anything other than staying together in the event of a split.
Well, that's unfortunate. But I guess this otherwise would be too much to hope for.
Which brings us to today. Yes.
He goes, I have informed all of our family to be on their best behavior.
Yes, that is good. I am trying to see to the security of this as best I can. obviously, obviously, to invite all of you not only to keep up appearances, but to alert you to the full extent of this situation and what might and insert it as another factor to consider. The other thing I can think of is just try to be on your guard.
He gets a smirk and he goes, "My boy, I am always on my guard."
Yes,
He pulls out a knife and he stabs you.
unofficially, we have a cult going after our Aristilian worshippers.
Oh,
We don't. We're taking steps to
I
countermand
assume
them.
by the use of your word, it's the starts with a G.
Girana.
Yes, that's it. The disenfranchised women cult or whatever.
Yes, obviously, these
Ugh.
tensions are a little bit high within the guards. They're on full alert for assassins. Hopefully, they don't get too jumpy.
Have you talked with the Mevidedes about this at all?
Had a chance to.
I merely ask.
Obviously,
I merely ask because they've had.
I sent a letter to. Obviously, I sent a letter to Rudolph letting him know about the event.
I meant about the cult. They've had quite a few dealings with them themselves. I thought you may look to get them to get some advice.
No, I did not realize that. I shall certainly contact them about that.
Then he goes. They've at least done a decent job of managing to keep that out of everyone else's ears. Yeah, you may be able to get some advice to them for dealing with them. They have a tendency to. They have a tendency to hide out in their woods a lot. I've had to deal with them a lot more than anyone else.
That's interesting. Oh wait, does he mean the Medvieds?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yes. I think that. Yes, I think that's it. Just certain who might be planning what. I'm taking every precaution I can.
All right. He goes. From what my informants tell me, I'm quite impressed with what you've managed to do in a short amount of time here. You've only been in power for 9 months, I believe.
That is correct. This is our 9th.
Well, I was counting this month. I have to admit, pretty impressive, all things considered.
Yes, I'm hoping within the coming months to connect it to a second city further down, a somewhat more defensible position, more worthy of a castle than this one.
Ah, good.
Yes, well, this area is well placed enough for trade roads and such.
But it's not defendable enough to be considered a capital city.
With the amount of approaches this place has and the amount of ways you could get around it with great ease, I would say no. So it serves us well enough as, I call it, our gateway to the rest of the land. And if they want to move on and to one of the smaller villages or start a farm, they can do so.
Yeah, I heard he goes also good fortune having 2 mines in the area.
Yes, extremely good fortune. Especially fortunate that, yes, that was an unexpected benefit of this union as well.
Yes,
The trade rights with a neighbor have allowed us to greatly capitalize on that even more than normal.
Good. Good. Well, it's been a long trip, so I'm going to go. If there's nothing else to discuss, I'm going to go and freshen up then.
No, I
But
believe
I
there is not. Let me.
appreciate your frankness and information. And he again touches the
Right.
crystal object inside of the holder, and it stops shining, and he places it back in his bag.
Yes, of course. Of course, as the patriarch of the family, I would be perfectly at ease with allowing you to use my own quarters. Um, yeah. Prepared.
he goes. He raises his hand. That's fine. That's fine. I understand that you have that you have actually some pretty fine inn lodging in this area, um, and I understand from Ankara, I believe her name was, your diplomat, that she's set up specialty housing for us and the others. So
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So you've met Ankara.
I have. No, I believe I met her once or twice before this, actually.
Right, you sent her to us. Yes, thank you very much. She has been a great help. We are hoping to establish contact with the other colonies soon.
Good. So it's been a beneficial relationship then.
Yes, it has been.
Good. I'm glad. I was a little worried with how eager she seemed to want to take this position, but it seems that her talents match the post.
Hmm?
Well, I'm going to head off. Again, I'm going to head off to freshen up.
Well, yes, I did have a room prepared for myself if you wished for these quarters. Let me show, and I will show you to them. I hope you don't mind. I have taken the liberty of arranging for. I have tried to arrange everyone so that there will be no shouting in the halls, as it were.
He goes, apparently being part of our family for years has trained you well for this business.
Surprisingly so.
All right. End scene. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, Hansel. Yeah. Pretty much just one more meeting with the security. Basically, if anything happens, immediately seal off the church that this is happening in. And yeah, if the event is happening outside of it, pursue and apprehend.
All right. Question. What does Hans actually do for fun?
For fun, he will generally.
Drink his cure light wounds potion. What? No.
He actually, like the thing I did like the thing you mentioned about chess. So he actually does spend a little bit of time on, like war games and such. He also spends some time languages. Other time, and kind of working on his weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
All right.
and that I also wanted to throw in something odd, but I wasn't sure what yet. Let me look at my character sheet real quick and see if something throws itself out at me. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Um. Yeah. When no one else is looking, he will be. He does. If he's just feeling like it, he might do some very light dancing on his own. just practicing that.
All right. 1 second. Be right back.
Okay. Yeah.
Whenever Imogen sees Hans dancing, kind of gives him like the she puts her hands in the heart thing and like makes her face very angry. Almost like to say, "Love her, damn it."
Yep, I can see Robin doing this, definitely.
Oh, please. I'm sorry, Osaka.
No, she left. I want her back.
No.
Why?
I said, oh no, why do you want Osaka back? She's my kid. No, you can have it. It's okay. Osaka, go say hi to mommy.
Cat! Get your cat butt in here.
Hmm.
I am back.
Hello.
Hannah.
Yeah.
Oh, Hannah came home. I was just giving her instructions for what was for dinner.
Okay. Yeah, just to finish that, Hans is not very good at dancing, and also in the warmer weather, yeah, he would do a little bit of swimming, but only at night.
Okay. The night before the wedding, several of your council members, quote unquote, kidnap him for a bachelor party.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Of course.
Wait, what just happened?
Of course.
In which you break off into teams of 2 and play a warp game.
Hey.
That sounds. Yeah.
The other thing I was going to say was it's like he probably, considering he's ruling a kingdom, he probably hasn't had any time for that beyond the one game he's having in letters.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at least 5. Napkip, Oleg, Blair, Akiros, and Keston. Throw you a bachelor party. There are booze there for them. They don't expect you to drink any.
That's good.
That's it. So
He's very much missing his potions.
there are potions there for you, though.
Hallelujah. That's. All right. Yeah, he genuinely seems to have a good time with that.
Good. You are on the winning team.
Sweet. Really hope that Keston was also, because that was not sure.
Yes, your team consisted of Keston and Napkip.
Okay, good. The two actual people I would trust to lead the army.
You're like, whew.
If you're on the other team, I'd hope they beat me.
All right. So it is the day of the wedding.
Imogen is making furious heart signs with her hands.
Over and over,
And
very
over.
rapidly.
Making angry faces.
Also, I assume this is one of the few times where Imogen is not is dressed in not pure armor.
She's uncomfortable, but yes.
Aww. This
Yeah,
is how
she-
much I care about you, Hans. I put on a skirt.
Officially, people who. All right, so yeah. Officially, Imogen. And let's see. Probably Ankara and Keston I'm treating as plainclothes security. Basically, yes, you are guests, but please keep your eyes peeled for trouble.
I don't think any of them could not do that.
Okay, good.
Napkip is basically just looks at you like, Hans, I am a cop now. We do not turn off. He's like, I'm a watchman. We don't ever stop being watchmen.
But who watches the Watchmen? What?
Well, I have like 3 or 4 layers of that going on right now.
He's not so much insulted as he just kind of finds it funny where he's just like, no, I never turn off. I can't.
Right, excellent.
All right.
Whew.
So what does a Pharasmian wedding look like?
Whew. Well, her followers would dress in black with silver highlights, obviously. And as for what it looks like, I would say it would probably be happier than what would be generally expected of people obsessed with the cycle of life, just because stuff like that generally is. Hang on just a moment. Okay. Yeah, I would probably say that there are two ceremonies in particular that would be that would be chosen from for a Pharasmian wedding. One being that the bride and groom would actually both take spiraling paths to reach each other, kind of signifying two lives meeting. Although that one would probably be skipped because people would get dizzy. And the other one,
I mean, I'm sure you can find some way to make it work.
yeah, the other one would be to have hourglasses, two of them filled with red sand, to be combined into the one. Often depicted with one, and I decided that would be a thing.
Okay. Anything else?
Beyond that, there would from the minister themselves, there would probably be a lot of fluff about of birth, life, and death. The meeting of the obvious meeting of two lives, and just the continuance of the cycle thereof. That is, I know it's not a lot, but I'm having to make this all up from scratch because there is absolutely nothing.
That's fine. I just wanted to have you put some bits and pieces. The main piece of the ceremony that is included from her belief, is there is a set of scales there that each one of you places a weight on to show that you are in balance and for each other.
Okay.
So the wedding happens.
Yeah.
Goes off without a hitch. Well, except for the one, but
Yeah.
Pun very much intended.
I literally didn't think about it until it came out of my mouth.
Yeah, those are always the best or worst puns.
All puns are best or worst puns. Just depends on who's listening to them.
And also usually what the pun actually is.
Yeah, I forget who I was having a conversation with the one time, but they were explaining, like, when I was like, I love puns, and they're like, you groan at puns though, and I go, I know, because I'm a pun maker. That's half the fun, is getting everyone else to react to your pun. All right. Does anybody want to do anything involved with this? More importantly, does Imogen have a toast at the reception? While you're figuring that out, Hans, out of curiosity, did you have somebody in like a best man sort of slot?
Yes, actually, I've decided. I actually probably would have picked Nikolai if he's still there, because he's like the
oldest friend.
He's
you have?
acting as kind of the oldest friend I have who happens to be there.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, he is totally there for that.
Plus, I haven't done anything with him yet. I need to do something.
Well, he just got there like a month or two ago, so.
Okay, yeah, you know what? That is true. So yeah, probably him.
Okay.
There's no probably about it. It's happening right now. Definitely him.
All right. Yeah. So the wedding is quite beautiful. The bride to be. I'm just gonna go with the tradition that she's wearing white.
Okay.
Maybe it's a whole yin yang thing to counterbalance what the groom is wearing.
Yeah,
All right.
I mean, Hans in white would look like a ghost.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a wedding. I don't feel like playing it out. So there's the whole thing. Vows. Yes. No. We've all been to one, or in one, and or.
Sorry, Haley.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Haley's been in one.
In a wedding?
Yeah.
True.
Just hasn't been the center of attention.
Nope.
I love it how the guys are
I mean,
being
she
the butts
was-
in this.
She was the center of
It's
attention
true.
at one wedding. Yeah, she was the center of attention at one wedding when according to my view, the bouquet knocked her off a chair.
Oh my gosh. No, it was a platform into a chair.
I was like, I was like,
So-
you weren't.
Well, no, Haley, you were on the chair. Because
I
I remember
landed in
because
the chair.
so
Oh,
what
I
happened
remember
was-
it well too.
No, I thought what you said happened was the chair moved, so you fell as the bouquet landed in your arms.
No, I forgot that we were on a raised platform,
Oh,
which was the dance floor, and it was on a slight slant. So I saw the bride winding up, and I was like, I should take a step back. These women might get crazy. So I took a step back right off the platform. So
And- but
I
yeah,
fall backwards.
bride-
My arms fly up.
well,
Okay.
the bride has thrown it like a missile back at the bride. It's just a straight line. And into Haley as she falls over.
Gets caught in my fingers right as they fly up, and I fall down into the chair behind me.
That is a great story. All right. Does Imogen have a speech at the reception?
No, she just keeps making angry faces at Hans and making love-like symbols with her hands.
Yeah, and to my character, it just looks like she keeps on tapping her fingers together in a circular motion, like just not understanding. Like, okay, just ignore the crazy bear woman.
Yet. Game?
What'd
Is
you
that still a thing?
What'd you say?
Have we met Ankara's husband yet?
I would assume so. If not, definitely at this event.
Because I have no idea who he is, what he looks like, or anything. And
I-
before,
Forget his name off the top of my head. It was something very plain. I remember that. He is a tall, very strong, burly looking man. He's a mason. So,
any further info from Haley, or
What was that?
we are wondering what Ankara's husband looks like, because he be there.
Oh, right. I need to get used to this character name.
It's fine. It takes a couple weeks.
I didn't think that through too much.
do you have a
He
name at
looks-
least?
There is a name. I don't remember where I put that name.
No.
Oh, wait. His name is Robert. Right. Robert the Mason. That was it. What do you look like?
That is the question.
Average height, beard, dark hair. Yeah. Let's
Okay,
go with that.
Awesome.
Okay.
Can Robin take like 10 seconds to come look at something really quick?
What? Oh, are the cats doing something cute?
Excuse me.
Well, not our cats. I want to show you. It's just something.
Oh, you can show me later if it's not our cats.
Okay, yeah. Cool. There's furious typing going on.
So much furious typing.
You can hear it?
All right. All right. So the wedding goes off without a hitch.
Ta-da!
Okay.
There's nothing happens at the reception either. I mean, besides all the good things.
Ah.
Were you planning just to stay in country, or did you have any sort of honeymoon plans?
Well, really the most, yeah, This is me assuming Hans would have discussed this with her beforehand.
Yes.
Okay. It's the difficulty. I don't know where a nice location is.
I guess you could go to Restov.
Yeah, that okay. That's pretty much the place I thought of. So yes, let's stay Rostov.
All right. So you guys get off underway towards Rostov.
Images of Imogen giving you angry faces flashing through your mind.
That's just going to be happening the entire time. I know it.
What?
That's just going to be happening the entire trip. I just know it. Whew. Yeah. Yes. Once they're actually on their way.
Yep.
Hans is looking very concerned. Just kind of. Hopefully hopefully everything else back there goes off fine. I think I've gotten paranoid.
I mean, to be fair, in our line of work, that's not exactly unhealthy.
Yes. I'm starting to get nervous that without me to be there, security is going to fall apart or something, which I know is complete and utter BS because I know I can trust everyone there. I don't know. I just can't. I don't think I can convince myself that everything went fine.
Things have been rough lately, or not that rough.
we've had we've had a few things come up, but there's no reason to worry about that just yet. Um, yeah, I mean, this is not. This is not supposed to be a time where one worries about such matters.
No, I. She goes, especially if you have if you have your friends watching over us, they seem competent enough.
They are.
Oh, I have. She begins reaching around in a nearby pack. I have a gift for you.
Ooh.
I remember
Oh?
when I was. She goes. I remember when I was young, seeing this somewhere in the library, and it took me a long time to find it. She pulls out a book and hands it to you. It is the cover, the front and back cover are completely plain. It's bound in leather though. I don't know how in the world we got it, but it was no, but it was there.
Yeah. Hans will
I've got-
open it, see if it has a title.
It does. It has a title. It's I was just thinking how to exactly put it. So it is the Damphiare. The life, death, and applications as vampire hunters. By Sir Frederoid Orvlovsky. However, that is the title is actually in another language. It's merely that there's actually a single sheet of paper stuck in there that has translation on it, like an extra piece of paper stuck in.
Out of curiosity, what language is it in?
It is in. I'm going to.
And yeah, basically, if Hans doesn't know it already, he will ask Elena and see if she knows. Basically, he's going to find out eventually.
Yes. I'm. 1 second. I was like, how in the world do I do this? I'll just go look up a custom dice. That's the easiest way. Oops. All right. It's a knoll.
Oh wow! Okay. Yeah, I have no reason to learn that.
Oh, sorry. It is not. It's not Orvlovsky. It's actually Gunch. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Frederick Gunch. And yeah, and as you quickly look through the book, pretty much every single page is written in another language, and it's quite possible that maybe that it's even encoded as well.
Okay, I see.
I have no idea what it says, but if the one translated page that came with it is to be believed, then I couldn't think of anyone who deserved it more.
Yes.
And you seem to not know all about yourself, so I thought maybe this would help.
Yes, this.
I
Seen anything like it?
She goes, the first page is somewhat in Draconic. In what little free time I've had over the months, I've tried to work to give you a heads up on it. Here. And she gives you a page.
Thank you.
It pretty much only has like the first paragraph on it. But it basically states that the House Gunch, with their life as vampire hunters, have had many instances of Damphire's appearing inside of their numbers through unfortunate circumstances, much higher than any other, and that this is his attempt to find out as much as possible about them, since every single one that has been born has seems to have had been especially gifted in tracking down and slaying their those that they are half kin with.
Okay.
But that's about as much as she's managed to put together so far. It took me a while to get that. It seems to be written in some sort of code.
Yes. From what I can tell, each of these are. A lot of this is written in several different languages, and it might be even further ciphered beyond that. It'll definitely take time to get through, but thank you for this.
You're welcome.
Out of game, by the way, Hans has since, you can check my character sheet if you want for this. Hans has since added Halit and Taldane, the Halit and Taldane human tongues
Okay.
to his repertoire, because basically that's what the language is. Those are the languages that some of the surrounding countries speak.
All right. So what'll happen with this, Caleb, is every in-game month, you'll be able to give me a linguistic check, and as you slowly get more and more on a route, I'll give you more and more information for what the book holds.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Um,
And actually, believe it or not, I did think of. Yeah. Hans is like, yes, well, I also, yeah, I also have a gift for you. This is some. Okay. Explain this really quick. We picked up a music box as part of loot that was taken, that bandits took from a caravan or something,
mm-hmm.
or it might have been taken from Oleg's.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of the things we couldn't trade in immediately because Oleg didn't have enough gold. And so Hans has literally been carrying it around this entire time.
Hans is a terrible person.
Did it just clink like music boxes do every now and then, like one or two notes at a time?
Yeah. It's like pretty much I was holding on to that because it's like this is selling it, and also I like music boxes.
So you give her the.
Yes. Yes, give her the music box.
She takes it from you, opens the lid, plays a very pretty tone, and he goes, "Thank you. It's beautiful."
Uh-oh. Am I still here?
Yeah, you're
Yep.
still here.
She
No.
she
Yeah.
she goes. She said, "Thank you. It's beautiful."
I do actually have in mind in mind of how this sounds, just because I like this music. Is there
What?
a way I can actually how do you post YouTube to the chat?
You just copy and paste it.
Okay, copy paste the link.
Yeah.
You mean?
Yep.
Yeah. No. Yep. That just happens to be one of my favorite,
Cool.
and I think it
I
sounds
will-
really nice.
If you are listening, for our listeners, I will put a link to this in the description. All right. So I guess the final thing is she goes. She looks and she goes. I know you had aversions to activities that would produce children, but I hope at the very least, then, if we can't be like that, then we can at least be good friends.
Of course. Yeah. I have every
Flash
intent.
angry Imogen in your mind.
I have every intention of making sure that this union is not one that is regretted. Although speaking of things I regret, I don't suppose I could take back that last move I made in our game, could I?
She goes, no. She goes, no way.
Damn.
You should have thought of that before opening yourself up to my rook.
That's the
Yeah.
that's the trouble of writing with ink. We need to discover something more erasable.
You could have written a new letter.
Nice. Yeah. It's just pawn to king queen's fourth.
All right, and that seems like a good place to end it for the night.
Yeah.
With the newlyweds riding off into the sunset.
Love her, darn it!
All right. Well, thank you everybody for checking these out. If you got here to the end, leaving a like on the video is awesome because that just helps the videos YouTube be like, hey, these are cool. I'm showing to more people, and then we get more people watching, and that's cool. And I like that. It makes me happy to share this with more people and stuff. So have a good night, everybody.
Good night!